The public relies on the police to uphold the law, protect the community, and assist it in times of need. So when a police officer acts illegally, he dishonors himself, the justice system, and the law that they are sworn to protect. But do the other police officers assert swift justice on their own corrupt colleagues as well? Or do they protect their brothers in arms even if the corrupt officer has serious claims like child abuse? Here's a list of several cases when cops realize that their colleague is a pedophile. Our first case involves a former San Diego County Sheriff's deputy who admitted to 20 charges involving sex acts with underage girls. The case involved 4 victims between the ages of 12 and 14.
I have never seen a more despicable set of facts.
The case came to light in April 2020, when San Diego County Crime Stoppers received tips regarding Jalen Devin Fleer, 27, who had engaged in sex acts with a juvenile, according to Chula Vista Police. On April 30th, less than a month after the initial Crime Stoppers tips, detectives pulled Fleer into an interrogation room to confront him with the list of allegations against him and to see what he had to say.
Thank you very much. Hi, Jalen. I'm Detective Bratton. Nice to meet you too. Hi. So, I'm a detective at the Family Protection Unit with the City of Chula Vista Police Department. I work alongside Detective Kale here. We're actually doing an investigation on some allegations that we have to obviously look into. We're a law enforcement officer, so we know that we look into everything equally. I want to make sure, though, before we get started, that you're aware that this is a voluntary interview, and so I just want to make sure that you're aware of all of those things. And so I'm going to just have you, and this is one of those forms that they give everybody, so it doesn't really fit. So if I just happen to cross out as I'm going along, sorry about that. So it says, thank you for coming voluntarily to, and then we'll go ahead and just put the admin office. All right. Oh, and of course, you know about body worn. So yeah, this is my body worn. Of course, it audio and video records everything, and there's also an audio recorder here just in case. Office at Central Jail. To share your side of the story with us, of course, in regards to the report that we're investigating. You're not under arrest and you are not being detained. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'll have you go ahead and write it in. And you can initial or say yes, whichever. Yeah. And if you would just go ahead and read the next one. And then just sign right there under your name. Is that the correct spelling of your name?
Yes, it is.
All right, so just for record's sake, I'm going to go ahead and read what you did initial. So you understand that you're not under arrest and you are not being detained. You understand that you're free to leave at any time. There will not be any locked doors keeping you from leaving. As you notice, that one doesn't have a lock behind you.
Yeah.
You can choose what questions you want to answer, and you can choose to leave or let us know, and we will assist you with the exit. Although you're probably going to be the one assisting me, because I don't know my way around here. So you understand, like, if you, as far...
The detective starts off the interrogation by trying to calm Fleer down and making him lower his guard a bit by engaging in casual conversation with him.
I found that you went to Santana High School?
I did, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing?
Yeah, so grew up at Santana High School, played sports, football, baseball. Went to Grossmont College for a little bit, played baseball there. I got a job here. Worked at Dick's Sporting Goods before this, so this is my second job. Started working with this department for coming up on 5 years now.
So baseball seemed pretty important to you back in high school. What position?
Pitcher.
Cool. How's your arm holding up?
I mean, soreness every once in a while, but I haven't thrown it for a while. So.
Yeah, no, it still kills me. I played softball.
Okay, that's right.
So I was, third, short, center, and pitcher.
You're in San Diego?
Yeah, down Hilltop, Bonita Valley kind of area. But I know, like, back when, I don't know if it's the same for you, they had no idea, like, about icing and massaging. And
yeah, I knew about icing stuff. Yeah.
I did not, so I am paying the price for it.
Her hand, so.
Yes, and it's brutal, though. Let me tell you, I'm paying for it still. But, so did you ever play any other sports in high school?
high school? No, just football and baseball.
Football, baseball?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else in school that you enjoyed doing?
Hanging out with friends, just typical high school stuff. I mean, it's pretty sheltered from my mom, so I didn't get out much, but yeah, just the sports and stuff.
Okay, how come you say
Keeping me squared away, keeping me in line.
Very cool. And have you always worked corrections?
Yeah, I attempted to go out to the patrol, went to the academy. Things didn't work out there, so I came back here.
Did you have fun at the academy while you were there?
Oh yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. I mean, camaraderie and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Married? Have any kids?
Oh yeah, married. Recently got married this last year in September.
Okay.
We have a kid due on the way in August.
Oh, okay. Boy, girl.
Boy.
Very nice.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Were you hoping for?
Oh
a
no,
girl?
I said looking forward to
Oh,
it.
looking forward. I thought you said unfortunately. I'm
No,
like, oh,
no. No, I'm
Okay,
excited.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And your wife? How long have you known her?
Actually, preschool. Yeah, we met in preschool, went separate ways. Met her back in high school. Things like I was trying to date her, but she was playing it hard to get again.
Yeah.
Then college came around, tried again, and I actually ran into her in PB about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And then yeah, we reconnected then. And got married,
Sparked.
had a family, bought a house.
It's nice. You don't hear stories that go that far back. So you guys got married just last year. Already expecting baby number 1.
Yeah.
Are you still living in Santee?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you living at?
Right across from West Hills, new community, Western community.
Okay. So you're gonna have your kid go to West Hills?
Probably.
This goes on for a bit longer, and she slowly leads him into talking about his social media usage. This is important as Fleer was suspected at the time to have contacted his victims via Snapchat.
How about social media? Are you active on social media at all?
Facebook and Instagram. Had Snapchat back in the day, got rid of that with my wife. We got caught in the academy with her and stuff, some stuff, but.
Can you tell me about that, or?
I mean, it was with another recruit in the academy, but.
Okay. So you're communicating with another recruit?
I was back in, I stopped, everything got cut off, got rid of, I didn't delete the Snapchat, I just deleted the app, so
Okay.
I haven't used it for like, I don't know, 2 years and a half now.
Okay. So on Facebook, just because I like to jot down everybody's social media when I can, what's your Facebook login? Like your username?
Just under Jalen Fleer.
It's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you said Instagram? Is that right?
Instagram, yeah.
Okay. What's your Instagram username? And then you said you got rid of Snapchat, but when you did have it, what was it?
Just Jalen Fleer.
Okay. So the one that you had there, and has that account since been deleted, or just
That one,
deactivated
that's just delete the app. I think it's still there.
Okay. And I know when it comes to Facebook, you connect it to an email address. Do you know what email address is connected to it? And then your Instagram account, what, same email?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And I know sometimes with Snapchat, they'll have you either sign up with a phone number or an email.
I believe it's my phone number.
Okay, very cool. So, I don't know, do you have any questions for me before we kind of...
I will ask what this is about.
Yeah, so we're looking into some allegations that were made. We're kind of, it started with a Crime Stopper report, so we're just kind of going from there. We did receive a picture that, when we looked into it, it looks similar to you. So I don't know if you can take a look at the picture and just tell me if you've seen this picture before. Oh, I have like 15 million things here. Okay.
She shows him a picture and digs deep into his online usage.
Ever shared this picture with anybody on Snapchat?
Yeah, probably my wife, to be honest. Obviously I talked to other girls back in the day too, but I can't remember right off the head.
If you had to guesstimate how many times you may have shared the photo, how many times?
So that one, maybe just a couple times, once or twice.
Okay, so definitely to your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've used that photo for your wife, and you were about 20 years old in the photo. You did share it on Snapchat, and then maybe some other girls you were talking to?
I mean, yeah, this was a long time ago, so I don't really remember who it was.
Okay. Have you ever posted it as like your profile photo, or
No, that one.
ever
No.
posted on Instagram? Oh, I forgot to ask you, are your accounts, is your Instagram and your Facebook, are they private?
They are.
Okay, and I know Snapchat is all private, right? I mean, you have to add somebody.
Yeah, I believe I had to. Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just
request a friend.
Yeah, you can't just be anyone. So that one's at least a little bit better, where it's like you have to actively search for somebody, right? Okay, so you in the photo, and is that a gross font? Is that gross font?
Yeah, it's
emblem?
gross font.
Okay, cool. That makes it very easy. So as far as like the picture, so this photo came up in connection with some allegations about you communicating with a younger female on Snapchat.
Okay.
Have you ever communicated with any females that we've already recognized that yes you have with your
Twice,
recruit
so.
from the past? Is there anyone else you've communicated with on Snapchat?
I mean, back then, no, just close friends and coworkers and stuff like that.
Anyone recently?
No.
Is there any reason why your phone number and email might be linked to a different Snapchat account?
Another one? No. Never had another one. Just the Jalen Clear one.
Okay, so that phone number and email wouldn't be attached to
No.
any other account. Okay. And your schedule. I know that you work every 7 days on and 7 days off. What is your wife's schedule?
She's every Friday, Saturday off. Day shift, so typical 9 to 5.
Okay, so she works 9 to 5 and you work like the complete opposite schedule.
Depends. Every 3 months we rotate days and nights.
Okay. And how long have you been on nights now?
Nights now, probably a little over a month now. Month and a half. Could I ask, is this something I should have lawyers on?
So right now, and I'll go over the behavior with you, we're investigating allegations that were made that you were communicating with a younger female on Snapchat and potentially some material might have been shared.
Okay.
Some photos, some images, stuff like that. So we, of course, want to be able to hear what happened from your side, if that in fact did occur, or if it didn't occur, we want to obviously
Everyone that I
determine
talked to, I mean, was about my age. I remember.
Okay. So who have you talked to?
My wife. I mean, this was back then when I had Tinder, so I did meet people on Tinder and stuff. Everyone should have been older than that to know because Tinder's 18 and up.
Okay. Did you ever meet up with anyone that you met on Tinder?
On Tinder, my ex-girlfriend, yeah, and we dated like 3 years.
The detective is extremely formidable. She intentionally comes off as non-threatening, almost ditzy. In reality, she's perfectly leading him into a trap.
Of course, we've spoken to, obviously the other parties involved and kind of gotten some of the information. And so the reason why this particular photo was kind of brought up is because this photo was sent to this female, which is why I wonder if this photo would be in anyone else's hands.
I mean, for someone being younger, no, it wasn't anyone I sent younger.
So this photo was sent within the last 3 weeks. Have you sent this
No,
photo
definitely not. It wasn't.
not to anyone within the last 3 weeks? Okay. And you've only shared it with a select few people?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, so.
Okay. So I want to make sure to get all the people you have shared it with, just to make sure they wouldn't try to send it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know there's like screenshots and stuff. I don't remember that one being screenshotted on Snapchat.
Yeah, because Snapchat lets you know when you're
Yeah,
screenshotting.
they'll tell you. So that was a long time ago. So I don't know.
Okay. So you don't know who I might be able to connect with this photo as far
On
as
that one, no, that was a long time ago.
You said you've only shared it a couple times?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a basic photo. I want to save that one or anything like that.
So it was either your wife or whoever the other person you might have shared it with that might have shared the photo again? My question
I
is,
doubt my wife would do that.
yeah.
We've been together and stuff for so long.
Well, so you dated this girl for 3 years, and when you were 20, that's 23, you kindled your relationship with your wife about 3 years ago?
Like literally, like it was about a month apart from my
The
ex.
other one. So you've been with her for 3 years,
Yeah.
so you like the long-term relationships?
I've always been in the long term.
3 to
yeah.
3. All right. So, this, like I said, this photo was sent to this person, so they were in possession of it, and we can't find any connection or reason why this photo would end up with this particular person if it wasn't shared by someone you may know or yourself.
I agree, yeah. My wife wouldn't have done it, so I don't know why she would share that. So, I don't know, it's a long time ago. My ex, like, it was a bad breakup with my ex, but she wouldn't have saved something like that either. I don't know who would have. So, I mean, I met girls on Tinder and stuff back in the day. Yeah, some save stuff, but I don't know who would save a picture like that. And who maybe I would save. Not that one.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with this photo, right? It's just
No,
you.
I agree. I don't know how it would get in the hands of a younger person.
There were also some conversations that were exchanged between you and this person.
Me? Okay. I didn't talk to anybody younger though.
Not on Snapchat?
No,
Not recently?
not recently, no.
Now, you said all of your social media accounts are private, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're a law enforcement officer, so I know that you've also taken the time to make your plates confidential.
I mean, back in the day, I
Yeah.
don't think my current one's that.
I mean, obviously, I ran your plates.
Okay.
So you're still driving the Ford Fusion,
Yeah,
and is it black or gray?
it's great.
Okay. And you got tinted windows on it still?
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to the photo, I really want to understand why this person would be in possession of the photo. But the only one who could really help me with that is you.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you that.
By the time he starts to realize that she might not be what she seems, she's got him dead in sight.
But you said you played football in high school, right? What position did you play?
I was a defensive end.
Defensive end. Did you have the same jersey the whole time you played?
My last 2 years were, 82, and then first 2 years changed up.
And what year did you graduate?
2011.
So, I know as an athlete, sometimes when I would do my usernames and stuff, I would kind of use a combination of my things that I know about myself, right? So that way I wouldn't forget it. So this particular picture came from an account with this username, right? J178211. Okay. And I recognize that your jersey name in college was 17.
Yes, it
And
was.
then high school
82
was
is
82. And it was 11. In
I
2011.
never had 11.
No, as far as you graduated in 2011.
I did, yeah.
And it goes by Jay, and it is a Snapchat account that has some links to you.
Okay.
Okay. Jay, I'll be very honest. I want to know the truth.
Yeah, no, I never even heard of that account.
Okay. Have you ever shared any images of your penis with anyone?
Yeah,
And how many times would you say you've done that?
a lot.
Can you kind of explain that a little bit more to me?
I mean, my wife, my ex-girlfriend, back in the day, Tinder and stuff, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know what Tinder is. High school, even, junior high.
Did you ever share any videos of you having sex with anyone?
With anyone? No, I've always had personal videos of me and my wife when I was a kid. And my ex actually had one, but
What does your ex look like?
she's blonde.
She's blonde. Okay. So you've never shared any videos,
No, I have not, no.
just still shots.
Yeah.
Can you, I know this is kind of personal, so let me know if you get uncomfortable at all. Can you tell me what some of those images look like?
video I had, I used toys. It's awkward, but yeah, I used toys on my wife and stuff.
Okay. Can you explain the toys?
It's
She's
awkward.
your wife, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's your wife. It's intimate. We
Sounds
totally get
comfortable,
this.
yeah. Dildos, a vibrator. That's really it. That's all I had.
Okay. You and your wife haven't been in that house too long, right? When did you guys move in?
About a year and a half ago.
And you guys, how many bedrooms are in the house?
4.
4. Do you guys live with anyone else?
No.
Fleer realized that this was not a situation that he could talk his way out of. The noose kept getting tighter around him.
When it comes to the Crime Stopper that we're investigating and the Snapchat account, and of course your phone number and everything in connection with it, and some of the combinations of numbers and everything there, you can understand why obviously
Yeah, no, it's.
we have a growing
it's-
concern.
It's weird.
And of course your picture's attached to it,
Yeah.
right? Which is even more like either someone's.
Can I ask what you said? You got new ones too.
There were images that were shared, yes, that
Can I ask? I know, I'm sure you got them here. Can I ask to see what they are?
you want to see the picture.
Yeah, so I can get an idea.
Yeah. So I don't actually have a clear shot of one. Yeah, so I did not
Okay, I understand.
print
Yeah.
out those
I wait till I have a
pictures.
lawyer because this is kind of. I'm uncomfortable with this. This is weird. So. I don't
Of
have
course,
a-
like you definitely have the ability to do that, and of course, you
Yeah.
know, this is completely voluntary.
Understand.
And so
I just don't want to get caught up on something. I'm working this career. I don't want to get caught up on something.
I fully understand. Yeah. So you can, yes, 100% elect not to speak with us. You are not under arrest at this time.
Yeah, I understand.
Obviously, given the fact that we're here and the fact that we're speaking to you, I know that your bosses are going to want to speak with you
question. Yeah,
afterwards. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and allow them to speak with you after.
Okay.
Obviously, since you don't want to talk to us anymore, my partner here may have
Well,
some.
I just wanted to clarify, I have a couple of questions that
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
don't want to answer, or can I ask you the questions? Because you can choose to answer or not answer, so if I ask you a question, and you're like, I don't want to answer that,
Yeah,
you can
no,
tell me
understand.
that. Just so that we understand, just based on the admonishments you read, okay?
Mm-hmm.
One of my questions was, I think I missed it, but when was the last time that you had Snapchat? Because I know you said you deleted it, but I didn't hear when you deleted it.
I just deleted the app. I deleted that when I was in the academy.
In the academy.
Yeah.
When did you go to the academy?
It's like a little over a year ago.
A year ago,
Yeah.
so in 2019?
Yeah, right at the beginning of 2019, January.
Okay, and then, what years did you go to college at Grossmont?
2011 to about 2013, 14.
And then, I just want to make sure that we all understand each other. When my partner says, a younger female, you
Yeah.
understand that we mean someone under the age of 18?
Yeah, that's obviously why you're here.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I have a younger sister, yeah, she's 19, 20, sorry.
Oh, okay. And then my last question was, when she was asking about the house and the decorations of your house. In any of your rooms in your house, do you have that new look where they have like the barn door, outer rail type thing? It's like a country, I don't know what you would call it. I see
Barn
it a
door,
lot
yeah.
on like
Yeah.
those DIY shows.
Yes.
Do you have those in your
I do have
house? Okay. That was the extent of my questions.
Okay.
So, do you have any other questions? I mean, can we still ask you questions, or do you want to stop?
No, I want to wait because I'm uncomfortable
Okay.
with this, so
Okay.
I can talk later.
So
Fleer asks for a lawyer, saying that he feels uncomfortable answering questions. But it seems he already had said enough.
that we're going to be taking after this. Again, you are not being detained by us or anything, but we are acting on behalf of the court moving forward.
Okay.
Okay. So I will give you a chance to read through this. This is a search warrant that was granted this afternoon by a judge.
Okay.
The warrant does allow us to grab some DNA swabs from you,
Okay.
as well as any mobile devices that might be in your possession or potentially in your locker. Do you have your personal phone with you here?
I do have them. Yeah.
Is it inside your locker?
It's on the person right now.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and hand it to us, we definitely don't need to go in and grab it from you.
Okay.
But the search warrant does require that we take it from you.
Okay.
Okay. Additionally, it does allow us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Is your vehicle parked here?
It's parked a few blocks away.
Okay, do you remember exactly where you are?
It's over across from Cap's Pizza over there.
Cap's Pizza?
Yeah.
And is it like in a parking
It's in a parking lot.
Okay, is it like one of those paid parking lots?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cap's Pizza. Put a note on that. So the warrant does allow for us to also process your vehicle.
You guys are gonna take my vehicle?
No, we're going to process it here. So that we actually have someone here that's going to help us take some pictures and just go ahead and do what needs to be done so we don't have to.
Okay.
We recognize that warrants are a part of our job, but we don't like to inconvenience people unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So that's why we actually brought our technician with us here, because it is we obviously want to take your DNA with the least effort possible. So that's why we're using the swabs. And the same goes for, of course, your phone, which you stated is on your person. We don't want to put hands on if we don't have to. And
Yeah, no, I understand. I'll give it up.
like you said, as a law enforcement officer, you're willing to comply. With that being said, after that, we will also have access to your locker. Are your vehicle keys inside your locker?
My vehicle keys are in my vehicle right now.
They're in your vehicle?
Yeah.
Do you have a code?
I have a code.
Okay. Would you mind sharing that code with us?
I allow a lawyer to say no to that.
Well, the warrant allows for us to have access to your vehicle.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, so
otherwise
you
we'll
break
get a
it.
tow
Yeah,
truck.
that's fine. Yeah, I'll give it up to you.
I'll jot it
What's the
down.
code?
Thank you.
I don't even know the number. I know the
Would it help if you drew the keypad?
yeah.
Do you want to draw the keypad?
Yeah.
I'm the same way, so.
Let's see. It's I don't remember how many buttons are, but it's the top. Bottom, left, top, bottom. I believe it's that one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So
One,
it's
two,
straight. It's
three,
straight
four,
down. So 1, 2, 3, then back 2, then down to 5.
Okay. So they're just basically.
It's
so
straight
is it
down.
like this? Are the buttons like this?
Yeah, there's a few more down, but I don't touch those. The first 3. 1, 2, 3, up.
So 1, 2, 3,
Then back to 2, and then 3.
2, and then this
3.
one.
No,
3.
3.
Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Yeah, it should be that one. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Wonderful. And just for the warrant, that
Investigators were able to identify the suspect and also determine that there were 2 additional underage victims. When an interviewer asks mundane questions at the beginning about irrelevant things, a person who is innocent would be nervous and would want to get to the point immediately, whereas a guilty person is completely willing to go along with the small talk and avoid talking about the alleged crime at all. Jalen Devin Fleer, age 27, formerly a member of the Sheriff's Jail and Court Services Unit, was finally arrested following a nearly 4-month investigation that revealed he had engaged in sex acts with a 14-year-old girl. The case involved 4 victims between the ages of 12 and 14, but prosecutors allege Fleer contacted more than 40 others who described themselves as minors. Investigators were unable to track them all down to verify whether they were underage. He admitted to 20 charges involving sex acts with underage girls and was sentenced to 12 years in state prison. During the investigation, Fleer, who had been with the Sheriff's Department for just over 5 years, was removed from a post at San Diego Central Jail and placed on desk duty. He had no on-duty contact with the public after being reassigned.
Seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case.
Jalen Fleer stared straight ahead as the judge handed down a total of 12 years in state prison. Fleer pleaded guilty last month to 20 counts of felony and misdemeanor charges involving sex acts with underage girls. The prosecutor read letters from the victims and victims' families.
He tells multiple 12-year-old girls, do you have any younger friends who are interested in older men? I'll give you money to hook me up with them. The younger they are, the better.
The police are the most visible arm of law and justice for the common public. But there are many instances when the officers abuse their authority and turn into offenders. But the worst is when those offenders turn out to be child molesters and sexual predators. In the next case, A New Mexico sheriff's deputy was accused of possessing almost 100 child sexual abuse images and other vile pornographic content.
Go ahead and step out here. So what we're going to do, this officer is going to switch out the cuffs, and then we will go ahead and take your holster and stuff off.
39-year-old Sandoval County Sheriff's Deputy Robert Strand stands accused of possessing child sexual abuse images. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children alerted authorities about the allegations against Robert Strand. The on-duty officer has no idea that an arrest warrant has been made against him. By the time he realizes this, it is already too late.
5-6.
How you doing? Hey. Sir, can I have you do me a favor? Set your paperwork on the tailgate right there. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. Go ahead and relax your legs. Okay. I want to get you into this vehicle quickly. Okay. But I don't want you to take anything you don't need to have. All right. Need to double off these for you. Too tight on you? No, okay, go ahead and walk me this way. Real second. Go ahead and have a seat real fast. We have you out of the light, okay?
Cool. I appreciate it.
You got it. So you guys did not search him, correct? No. I just want him in the car quickly because I don't want to make a big scene here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
When I get him over there, I'll get him into a place where when I transfer to Rio, we'll search him better.
Okay.
But I just don't want this out for you guys.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to get out of the way.
Right.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, Robert, I'm going to let Special Agent Owen Pena tell you why you're being placed under arrest at this time.
You're being placed under arrest where we'll be getting an arrest warrant for you, sworn out today for possession of child pornography or possession of sexual exploitation of a child of children possession statute.
Okay, the biggest thing for me is I do this for everybody. I don't want a big scene made about anything. So I'm going to be as discreet as possible. Cooperate with me, we'll be fine.
Being a senior police officer, the other officers seemingly did not want to create too much of a fuss or attract any attention. But that is just unfortunate, as Robert was already being arrested, and that too for a crime, like child exploitation, and the officers were still treating him like one of their own.
I have one in custody. We'll be transporting back to where Angelo is by the emergency management building. If you could advise Rio to meet me here. We have our forensic unit sitting and then a blue Ford Explorer. All right, thank you, sir. Bye. Yes, sir. Pick up your dogs?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, let me get my, I'll have Owen bring me a notepad out. I'll get the information. Absolutely, we'll do that. Are those cuffs good for you? Yes, sir. Okay. I got safe stop on mine. Oh, that's right. I forgot that. Thank you, sir. He parked us right in the sun too, didn't he?
It's alright.
Okay, so I didn't search you.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to do it now. Wait till Rio gets here. I'm going to advise them, and then we're going to do a search. I just didn't want you there.
Okay.
I don't like to do that with anyone. I like to get them out of the limelight. Over here, I think we'll be okay. Do you have anything on you that you need to leave here?
I don't think so.
I know you had a holster for mags or whatever.
I got the holsters. Yeah, you can take them off.
Well, no. I mean, they're covered, I don't care, so. All right, sir, go ahead and give me the name.
It's gonna be Sherry
Sherry.
Strand. S-T-R-A-N-D.
Okay. Residence?
Yes.
Is there anything that she needs to know other than just take the dogs?
Just take the dogs.
Okay, as soon as they're completed the residence with the search warrant, I'll let her know and we'll get that handled for you.
So, I know you probably can't tell me who or when or why. Was it, did you ever tell me if it was in the deleted section?
Sir, I don't, see, I'm not that guy.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
I know there was nothing.
Yeah, I don't deal with the forensics. I'm unaware of how that operates.
Right.
I mean, I have a very, very small IQ when it comes to that, but I'm sure that Special Agent Penny will be able to answer some questions for you, absolutely.
Okay.
I wish I did, but I do not.
No, you're fine.
Well, to be honest, you wouldn't think that this was a criminal being arrested for serious charges, judging by the other officers' behavior and tone.
If you get too hot, let me know and I'll move over and open that door so you get at least this kind of shade.
You're fine.
Just offer him a sundae to eat at this point. When you realize how cops treat ordinary citizens with far less to go on, and then you see them behave like this, with one of their own, can be infuriating.
They'll go ahead and finish processing all the scenes.
Okay.
We're going to turn you over to Rio Rancho Police Department for transport and detention.
Okay.
And
Is it going to be this jail here or Santa Fe? Do you know?
sir, I don't.
Okay, so
I'm
it'll
unaware
be
of
this
how.
jail.
Yeah, I'm unaware of how Rio Rancho deals with these types of detentions. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sure we'll advise them of who you are,
Okay.
and so that'll be taken into consideration, of course.
I really wish you guys would take me to jail because Rio knows me just as well. That's what's
Yeah.
the baddest.
We've made it a policy we utilize New Mexico State Police or local jurisdictional
Right.
officers to transport for us. So that's kind of how we run the process. Are you getting enough cool air, bud?
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Doesn't feel like it's blowing much, but I guess it's better than not having it.
Yeah.
I'm not a Ford guy, so I don't know.
You guys are gonna lock everything up.
What's that?
You're gonna lock everything up at my house.
Yeah, they'll secure it when they're complete.
I appreciate it.
No problem. I'm gonna close this and try to, cause dude, I'm already getting hot. I'm gonna crack the window so if you need me. I don't want you burning up for no reason. Better? Need to get some cooler weather. Would be nice. Let me know if you're comfy or not. Too cold, too hot, let me know.
Okay, and I appreciate it, man.
Oh, no problem, man.
You guys send me a huge favor by checking out
Oh, no problem, man. We would do that. Do not want those dogs in this heat.
No.
See anybody, that is
They're good dogs.
that is something we'll make sure that we get somebody to take care of.
Yeah. Where'd the other agent go?
He's in our command post here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to speak with him?
I don't think he can answer any of my questions.
If you have something you'd like to ask him, I'm sure he'd be willing to try to answer.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
didn't have anything to say on that one. So I'm curious, but it's not a big deal.
Well, I can have him come by. Not a problem, man. Hey, this gentleman would like to ask you a couple questions if you have a minute. All right, sir. Thank you. He'll be right out.
Robert tries to stay calm and collected, but he has already realized the deep trouble he is in by this point.
But was that found in the deleted section?
I can't give you that right now.
Okay.
It'll be listed in the where it was found,
Okay.
in the arrest warrant.
Yeah. Anything I knew about was.
Okay. All right.
That's why I was asking.
Okay, no problem.
I didn't think I was being arrested for that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So what's next?
What's next is Rio's coming. They're gonna transport you to their holding cell,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna finish out my warrant, send it to my prosecutors. Prosecutor's gonna approve it, and then I'm gonna walk over here and get a judge to look to see if I can get a judge to sign the arrest warrant. Once the arrest warrant is signed out, you'll be booked on that arrest warrant. All right. Any other questions?
No, I appreciate you guys.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Huh?
Mr. Strand, go ahead and step out here. So we're going to do, this officer's going to switch out the cuffs, and then we will go ahead and take your holster and stuff off.
It's good. You think that's the right one? That's good. Should be.
Yeah. We'll get all that stuff.
It's gonna cut me both here. Anyway. Yes, sir.
Robert was arrested and taken to county jail for further questioning and searches. The Internet Crimes Against Children Unit reportedly conducted a search on Wednesday, May 25th, and found images of child sexual abuse on Strand's devices. The images recovered allegedly depicted juveniles as young as infants. According to the affidavit obtained by the Albuquerque Journal, Strand received 92 images or gifs depicting children being sexually abused by adults. The children ranged in age from less than a year old to 13 years old. In their search, agents reportedly discovered a GIF of a girl between 6 and 10 years old being sexually abused by a man. They also allegedly found photos of Strand having sexual relations with a computer-generated preteen female. He was detained hours later and charged with 2 felony counts of criminal solicitation for possession of a visual medium of sexual exploitation. Sandoval County. Chief Deputy Alan Mills told the Albuquerque Journal that Strand, who has been with the department since 2014, has been placed on administrative leave pending the investigation. Prior to the allegations, Strand had reportedly just made detective. This just goes to show that police officers are as fallible as other citizens. The difference is that they can hide behind their uniform and get away with most of the horrible stuff. But in our next case, a high-ranking officer didn't have any excuses when he was caught red-handed with a minor boy in a hotel room.
What's going on over here tonight, man?
We're just hanging out and talking about life.
More police found Ralph Allen Lee Shortay, aged 36, early March 9th, 2017, at the Super 8 with the victim, then aged 17. Police had gone to room 120 to conduct a welfare check at the request of the victim's father.
He's either here for narcotics or prostitution for narcotics.
Kids prostituting himself.
Yeah.
Based on information provided by Doe's father, officers of the Moore Police Department knocked on the motel room door at approximately 1 a.m. and discovered Doe with Shortay, whose backpack contained an open box of condoms. Both hotel beds were unmade, and the room reeked of marijuana.
What we are worried about is you having a juvenile in there.
After several minutes, they open the door.
Show me your hands.
You can't see or hear the teenager on any of the videos.
The only redactions that were made are just to redact the juvenile so that there's no identifying him.
Ralph Shorty stays inside the room,
what?
sitting on the edge of one of the unmade beds.
Ralph what? Shorty. You got an ID, Shorty? Shorty doesn't sound like a last name to me.
The officers at that time had no
Shorty
idea,
is?
who Mr. Shorty was or anything or the magnitude of what this would turn out to be.
They're just trying to figure out why Shorty's in this motel room with a teenager.
So what's going on over here tonight, man?
We're just hanging out and talking about life and stuff.
The police go through Shorty's backpack and ask him a few more questions before leaving.
Yeah, you can shut the door. You're good. We're done. He probably explained. I don't know if he explained to you. We're just going to do a report.
The victim's girlfriend saw Shorty pick him up and followed them to the hotel. She then notified the father. The girlfriend had been watching the victim's house because he had talked about getting paid tonight, and she worried he was going to sell drugs. Shortay was not arrested at the hotel. Several days later, Moore County Police interrogated Shortay, and more serious incriminating information came out.
I guess had some officers contacted Super 8 on March the 9th, I think it was, real early in the morning.
Yeah,
and so that's what we're here to talk about. Why don't you tell me what transpired there?
Well, we were inside talking, and we heard a bang on the door. I honestly didn't know who it was. Couldn't see through the keyhole or the peephole. And so, the young man I was with, I know has, known him for, when I talked when he's come to the coffee shop that I operated a couple times. I've even had him over to my house, played video games before. Had no idea, told me when I first met him that he was 20. And so when they first got there, I didn't know what the issue was. Didn't know if it was somebody trying to get in or what.
Mm-hmm.
So, I asked them, they said it was a wellness check or something like that, and I said, hey, I'm fine. And they were persistent, and then I could finally see a badge, one of them. And then they said that there was a minor inside the room. Obviously, I had no idea when I first met this young man. He told me he was 20 years old. Like I said, we've been talking on the phone for a while. He, in fact, for a few months, he even told me that he went to California to try to get in the music industry or something. So that was when I opened the door. It just didn't make any sense to me why, there'd be Actually, what I asked him was, I said, are you minor? And he said, no, let me go talk to them. I said, okay. And he went out there, and that's, I don't know what they talked about, but I asked him to check his ID. Again, I'd never even thought to ask him for his ID. There was no reason to. So anyway, I guess after that, one of the men, Sergeant something, I can't remember his last name, he's bald. He lectured me quite a deal. At that point, I was, again, blood pressure. I had to sit down, couldn't even really, I don't even honestly remember what I said to him, a little bit, I think, and I just needed to not.
He denied knowing any information about the boy being a minor.
You know the guy?
It's been definitely over a year.
Okay. What do you know him by? What's his name?
He's been over to my coffee shop a couple times. I know that he had been arrested for drug dealing in the past. I know that he had dropped out of high school. He was trying to get a GED. I was trying to help him do that. In fact, when we first met, I was trying to help him study and things like that for the GED. And then when I lost contact with him for 4 or 5 months, when he went to California or wherever, I just assumed that he had, I didn't know that's where he went.
Well, how did y'all meet?
At the coffee shop. I'm pretty sure of that.
What coffee shop?
That's I own a coffee shop. It's called Holy Grounds Coffee.
Okay.
And 8613 Southwestern.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's how we met. I honestly don't remember. It's the only place I probably would have met the guy. So anyway, he's been over a couple times there. When he came back, he was, I don't know, in fact, he told me he wanted to go be an anesthesiologist or something. And I said, you can't go without a high school diploma, you can't do anything without a high school diploma. And so, I know that the day after the incident happened, he was going to test for the GED. Strongly encouraged him to do that. The night that he called me, he said he just needed to get out of his house. I'm assuming I thought he had told me that he lived with some friends. And he had told me in the past that, it was hard for him to get clean because he was always with his friends that living with him. And so, when he called and said he needed to get out of there, and that he had to test the next day, then the choice was to bring him over to my house, which I don't think my wife would have appreciated that too much. She probably would have been okay with it, but I just figured it'd be easier just to get him a place. And then we decided to talk.
But Shorty's entire cover is about to blow pretty soon.
How do you, do you text him or how do y'all communicate?
Usually phone calls.
Phone calls? Okay. Well, it's interesting because on his tablet, he has a conversation that he says he had with you using an app called Kick. Do you know what that is? Okay. Well, there's a pretty lengthy conversation on his tablet that he says is with the guy that is you, that he that is online, or the Kick ID is Jamie Tilley. And you told officers that night that that's what your online.
He calls me Jamie.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sure why.
Okay. And anyways, so we've got a conversation between him and this Jamie Tilley about, he says, I need money for spring break. Jamie Tilley says, I don't really have any legitimate things I need help with right now. Would you be interested in sexual stuff? He says, yes. This goes on about how I come get you, blah, blah, blah. We go on. He says, he starts calling this guy Daddy. He says, hurry up, Daddy. I'm super horny. Hey, keep me updated because I want you bad, Daddy. A guy named Jamie Tilley says, I'm gonna be like a good little boy if you keep calling me Daddy. This goes on and on and on and on. Well, then it gets to the end. It says, okay, I'll be down the street, a couple houses, in about 10 minutes or so. He says, okay, let me know so I have an idea. Then that person says, I-35 about to exit at 4th Street. And then it says, I'm here. Well, we've got a witness, pardon me, we've got a witness that sees him get in a white Grand Cherokee, and they follow that white Grand Cherokee to the hotel, first to 4th and Eastern at the gas station, and then to the Circle K. Yeah.
This is the gas station.
Yeah, at the gas station, and then thought to the Super 8 where the guy in the white Jeep Cherokee and him go in, check into a room, and then go back out and go into room 120. All right, and they sit there until the police show up, where she then calls his dad, and he calls the intern calls the police, and the police show up there to 120, knock on the door, and then you come out. So again, I ask, you told officers that you had online identity Jamie. This guy, and he was talking to you. We got a witness picking him up at the same time that this message was sent saying I'm here. So I kind of got to say that Jamie Tilley's you.
It's not me.
It's not you. Okay.
According to a September 2017 indictment, the boy advised Shorty on March 8th via Kik, a mobile messaging app, that he needed money for spring break. Shorty replied, "I don't really have any legitimate things I need help with right now. Would you be interested in sexual stuff?" After the boy responded yes, the Kik conversation included explicit references to sex acts.
Ralph, that's a lie. You're lying to us right now. That's clearly you. No one else with $6 coffee shop, I'm here and you're there. That's clearly you.
I don't know who else you could have been talking to.
I agree with you. Nobody
You're
at a
right.
coffee shop and has a kid, sick kid, and all this stuff.
And showed up.
It's you. And here's the deal. He says it's you that he's talking to.
You show up with condoms, he shows up with lotion. I mean,
that's not true. Hold on.
Yeah, there was condoms in your bag. The cop saw them.
That's just absolutely not true. I did not show up there for any sexual thing.
Well, then there's also weed that was in a green plastic container. Marijuana that was in a green plastic container with labels from Colorado. That was in the room.
Did you ever touch that bottle?
No.
So there's no way your fingerprints will be on it?
No.
Okay.
Because we have the bottle.
I don't know what to tell you.
He says, matter of fact, he says when the police knocked on the door that y'all were both smoking marijuana.
He said that he brought a gram and you brought a gram, and you guys rolled a huge blunt, and that you guys were planning on messing around, it just hadn't got there yet. And that he was going to do you a favor by whatever it was you guys were going to do, and that you were going to do him a favor by kicking him some money for spring break.
Ralph Shorty's entire web of lies became unfurled at that point in time.
But you don't, because they don't exist. What we have is the truth. You know it. You know that's
I never
why
would have thought to have to record a phone call or anything with a guy. I mean,
It was recorded. That's what we've got pictures of. The conversation was recorded. I mean, that is so clearly you. You and I both know that's you. Anyone we show that to is going to know that's you.
Well, that's the problem.
It's not a problem. It's the truth. What I'm saying, the problem is that for some reason, you think that if you stick your head in the sand and ignore it, it's going to go away. It's not. Your best bet is to tell us the truth, tell us what happened, and then move on from this. Make this a bump in the road, not the road. I mean, it's that simple, really.
Shorty pleaded guilty on November 30th, 2017, to one count of child sex trafficking. In particular, he admitted he solicited a minor identified as John Doe to engage in a commercial sex act on March 8th and 9, 2017. Just after midnight on March 9th, Shorty drove Doe to a Super 8 motel in Moore, Oklahoma, where Shorty rented a room with his credit card. Ralph Allen Lee, Shorty, age 36, has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for soliciting a minor to engage in a commercial sex act. Shorty was serving as an Oklahoma state senator at the time of the offense. He resigned in March 2017, shortly after his conduct led the Cleveland County District Attorney to charge him with state crimes. A federal grand jury returned a 4-count indictment against Shorty on September 5, 2017. That indictment included 3 counts relating to child pornography, emailing videos of a prepubescent girl and young boys in October 2013, and producing child pornography by persuading John Doe to send him a sexually explicit image. As a result of a plea agreement, the United States dismissed these counts. The court, however, was still entitled to consider them in determining an appropriate sentence. U.S. District Judge Timothy D. DeGiusti sentenced Shorty to prison for 180 months, or 15 years, in addition to 10 years of supervised release. The sentence also requires him to pay $5,100 in special assessments. Restitution will be determined at a later time. As much as we all want to believe that law enforcement officials are always the good guys who will do whatever they can to serve and protect the community, there have been a number of cases over the decades and in recent years that demonstrate exactly the opposite. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up and let us know in the comments if you want more such cases brought to you.